everybody, it's your girl, Dr. Rhonda M. Lawson, and we are back with a new episode of Horizons Author Lounge. And I am so looking forward tonight because we have two great guests, as we always have. But one of these guests is a longtime friend of mine. I think I met him when I first got into the industry, and we've always stayed connected. And really, really good guy. So I'm really looking forward to having a really fun conversation with him. He has a great new book out that he's going to tell you all about. He's going to give you guys some writing tips. He's going to give you guys some dating tips. And it's just going to be a really good time tonight. So without any further ado, I'm just going to bring on our first guest, Mr. Victor McGlothin. Hello.
Hey, Dr. Rhonda, you doing good?
I am great. How you doing?
I am well. Thanks for having me on. But before I forget, your lead-in music was dope. I was like, what, what, what? So yeah, good job. That really gets the juices going.
So let's get started with you. You have a lot going on. You've been very busy. You just got married. You released a new book. You're doing movies. What are you not doing?
Resting. Yeah, I'm not resting when I should be, but I'm learning though. I'm learning that sometimes you have to put it down.
Yes.
I just I guess a short time ago, I just figured out this thing called Tylenol PM. Tylenol PM. If you can't, your mind won't shut down. Tylenol PM will help you shut it down.
Yes.
I mean, you might feel hungover the next day, but it'll be some good sleep. So I've been doing that. But yeah, got a lot of stuff going on. Just got married. Happy about it.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, 2 books in the last 6 months. The novel writing guide for 90 days and rules for slaying the dating game. So busy. Yeah.
That's wonderful. First of all, I love the fact that you wrote a book called Rules for Slaying the Dating Game and you got married. So it sounds like you're following your own rules.
Oh, yeah. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. And so for people like me who are not for the streets, yeah, get that book. Get that Rules for Slaying the Dating Games book. How to reach your relationship goals, because it is very important. And a lot of us will say, yeah, I'm good at dating. And then when you ask them, when was the last time you dated? When was the last time you had a healthy relationship? And usually, especially women, start saying years. So if
that is
a healthy, good relationship was years ago, then you're probably not as good or as adept at dating as you think.
What is it about relationships that gives us all this uncertainty?
Right. When I say a person is doing it right, is they are continually finding people that want to date them. They are continually finding themselves in relationships that might start out healthy, and then once they falter or go the other way, they back out. But they're always having opportunities in people who are interested in dating them. Those are people who are doing it right. So I know women who have 10, 15 guys a month ask her for a phone number.
Wow.
Ask them out on dates. I want to get to know more about you. I like your vibe. You're a real cool sister. You're intelligent. You're funny, what have you. And they're giving their number up, and they have to push guys away because they have so much access to men. And then other women who are just as, if not more qualified to be in healthy relationships, can't get guys to speak to them, and they're out, all night. And you're not talked about it. You can get your hair and nails done, new outfit, looking good, smelling good, feeling good, go out, and not one guy speaks to you all night long.
Yep.
There are some things that I don't want to say you're doing it wrong, or women who do it wrong, but there are some things that they could be doing differently, which is why one of the reasons why I wrote the Rules for Slaying the Dating Games. There are so many ways that women can attract men without wearing tight clothes or having your boobs out or getting a BBL. There's just some subtle things that attract men, and I talk about it in the book.
Absolutely. Now, how's the response been to the book?
The book is doing very well. What I realized was I need to make sure that my people are writing reviews, because they haven't been. And someone said, you don't have a lot of reviews. I said, I don't look at reviews. But that's the extra step in marketing that I need to do.
Yeah, reviews are tough. People like them, and they might even email you and say they like the book, but they don't always take the time to go on Amazon or Goodreads or Barnes and Noble or what have you, and actually write a review.
Right. I hadn't paid attention, but this is something I need to start paying attention to, because the book is selling. And then if you look at the reviews, it looks like not a lot of people are reading it or finishing it. And I get a lot of I get more emails, which is strange, than text messages or DMs, saying, "Hey, I have this issue," or "I like the part that you said about dating a guy in my office or dating a guy in my building. I really appreciate you tackling that." Or dating guys who make less than me. I'm a C-level associate at this law firm or this company, and meet a lot of guys who make less than me. For some of them, it's a major problem, but I don't want it to be a problem for the guy that chooses me. What do I do? And I say the first thing is don't talk about how much money you make.
Right.
If they don't have any idea, they'll probably figure out that you do well. But you start throwing numbers out there, and the guy's like, "Okay, that's 2, 3 times what I make. I'm no longer comfortable with this because I can't match up." And most of the women that do well financially don't want you to match up; they want you to hold them down.
And that's a fact. That's a
Yeah,
fact. I mean, if you're going to be with somebody who makes less than you, when they say bring something to the table, that doesn't always mean money.
right.
It just may mean that, like you said, hold her down, or be faithful,
Yeah,
or show some attention. It could be anything.
right. Be loyal. Tell her she's pretty.
Right.
Girl, I like that. I like I like that you have on. Take it off. Be flirty. Be flirty, be witty, be the same. And I tell guys this all the time: the same kind of seductive and the same kind of looks you give a woman that you want that isn't yours. Look
Mm-hmm.
at your woman the same way and see what kind of response you get. I say sometimes, brother, you just need to look at your woman right,
Mm.
and you're
That's a
gonna get
good one.
everything you want.
Love it. Well, we only have a couple of minutes left, but do you have a copy of your dating guide with you?
Yes, I do.
Well, maybe see it.
Yeah, yeah. Rules for slaying the dating games.
Okay, and this is not just for single people. This is for people in a relationship as well.
Yes. Oh my God. I'm glad you mentioned that. So there's chapters on how to sustain a relationship. Uh, there's a big breakup section on how to break up, without, acting a fool out there. So there's some tips, because sometimes you break up and then you want to circle back and say, you know what, I said I did some things wrong. But if you burn a bridge down, you can't go back. So it talks about the best ways, I think, to break up but still remain cordial and having the opportunity to go back if you have to go back. There's rules for maintaining the magic in marriages. So yeah, everything I thought about, from saying I am ready to date again to break up and everything in between, marriage, the rules for if you're dating a guy who just got divorced or who's separated. How long should you continue in that relationship before you find out if he's serious about getting married or not?
Or
Or
widow?
yeah, widows as well. And
Yeah.
for guys who have gotten divorced that say, I'm never getting married again. What should you
Mm.
be looking for or keeping your eye on if you're dating a guy who does that or says that? For women who've been dating a guy longer than she thinks she should have without being engaged. So there's a chapter about how to get in the ring, put a ring on.
Okay, so there is a little something for everybody.
Yeah, yeah. It goes from 25 years of experience that I've learned from dealing with and talking to a lot of thousands of women. I did a lot of research online. I read a few books from therapists, and they got more into the why. And I wasn't dealing with the why, I was dealing with the how. How to get women in better position to meet more men that they would be interested in.
Love it.
Because people ask me, Victor, I want to meet more good men. Where do I find them? I'm like, walk outside, go to the grocery store, go to, I don't know if they still have nightclubs, but go to a lounge, go to a cigar bar, go to a wine bar, say hello. You see a man looking at you and he's looking at you, looking at nobody, say hello. Tell him to come here, come here, come here. I like your shoes. I really like your hat. I like you. I like your vibe. We looking at each other all night. No, none of us gonna say hello. At least we can do is say hello, and then it'll turn into something else. So that's right there on page 3.
All right now.
Yeah.
Well,